Beep bop.
Okay.
It's out of my comfort zone.
Hi y'all. I'm back with a different type of video this week with my boyfriend Scotty. On my Instagram stories, I kind of asked you guys like what you wanted to ask us because we wanted to do a Q&A to kind of like answer some things that y'all were wondering.
Mm-hmm.
So he's here to help out with that. So we've got several questions to answer for you guys. So first of all, I just want to say this guy's amazing and we've known each other since February. What'd you just do?
Nothing. You'll see.
Anyway, we met earlier in the year. Took me a while to kind of take to him, but when I met him in person, it just kind of all clicked. Yeah.
Forgive the awkwardness. This is
not
new to
awkward.
me. So.
He's great. Okay. What's the first one?
Says, how did you meet? First date deets or details. So we met on Bumble. I was deployed to the desert. And what was our first date?
I feel like we really didn't have a first date until like last weekend. Because everything that we do, we like to chill at home a lot. Like honestly,
Homebodies for sure.
we are like on the weeks we don't have the kids, but when we have the kids, we take them out to do everything. And like we have a pirate ship cruise this weekend, which I'm so excited about. But honestly, like when on the weeks that I have my kids, everything that we do is for them. And on the weeks that we don't, we just kind of relax and have movie nights. And right now we're doing the Marvel
The Marvel trilogy or Marvel
It's not a
series?
trilogy, that's three
That's
movies.
three.
We're
The
doing all the
series.
Marvel movies in order, which is how many? 26?
It's 27 hours of film. Or
Yeah,
something
so we're up to Black Panther now, which is we're halfway through it.
like
Okay.
that.
So I feel like we had our first real date alone last weekend. We went to Pensacola, which is like about an hour away, and we went ate at a yummy Brazilian steakhouse, and then we went to this bar where you can play games, basically a bar arcade. And then we had queso and margaritas and went home. We went home really early because we're
Absolutely
both
old.
old.
I
So
would say the first time we hung out though, we went to
we did the first night I met you.
Yeah.
Well, not met you, but met you in person. So we met on Bumble in February, and then he came over in April, and we went out for wings. So
and then I beat her booty at
Mario Kart.
Kart.
So, but that wasn't really like a date. That was just us meeting. That was our initial encounter. I feel like everything's been really laid back thus. So, which is not
That's
bad. Does he think maybe keeping this relationship private may be better for the two of you? That's for you.
So I'm a country boy at heart. I don't do the social media. I honestly didn't even see her followers until my brother Roach at the Roachy on Instagram said how many followers she had, and I'm like, what? That was the conversation I had before I came to visit her. So you would think like me showing up in jorts and a tie-dyed Bucky t-shirt, I was well over my head in this different realm. But I wouldn't necessarily say that it's better to keep it secret or private. Honestly, I trust her, she trusts me, and I don't have an issue with her being in public eye and versus her. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, and honestly, like, you know, while I can keep the relationship private per se, and I feel like I've kept a lot of the things private, even though I've been like on a kick with like posting lately because I'm just so darn happy. But I like sharing these things. I mean, obviously, you know, you guys have always been in tune with what's going on privately from all my relationships, good and bad, as y'all probably know I'm referring to. But, you know, it's good to share this new chapter in my life because it is refreshing. Does your current, following that up, does your
Nice
current
segue.
boyfriend know about your struggles with your two previous, I don't know if this means my two previous marriages or my two previous, the boyfriends before you,
So I've heard of one. I'm not going to name drop or anything.
but the one I was dating or married?
Yeah.
Dating?
Both. I don't. She's told me everything. I've told her everything. So I do know the struggles. I have just got out of a marriage with.
A narcissist.
There you go. It's not out of my mouth. but
I'll say it.
but we related on that, and I've done my due diligence on studying on how to deal with different types of mental barriers and whatnot. So yes, I do know of her issues and the struggles that she and her previous partners.
How did you learn to trust again? I'm assuming that's me. I'm assuming that's after the guy that I dated, right after my last husband. I feel like I'm a romanticist at heart, so it wasn't really hard, but there was something very nurturing about this guy. So I know it sounds dumb, but I was kind of shielded a little bit at first whenever we started talking, because I was also talking to other guys, and I just felt like, well, I was on a dating app, so were you. Were you laughing? But you know, I was very adamant about not giving my heart away as easily as I had in the past, especially for my children, because I wanted the next one to actually work and last. So something felt right about him, and I'm really glad that I did trust him and that I do. So
I think it also had to involved me texting you every morning when I was going to sleep.
when we, yeah, like even when I thought nothing of it, he would text me in the desert and say good morning. I'm like, hey, you know, so I wouldn't even. I mean, I wouldn't. I was at least. I think I'd at least say good morning, but I wouldn't answer every single text. But yeah,
Playing hard to get.
Mm-hmm. How long did you wait for him to meet the kids? It was very soon. Like, one of the things that he said was that he wanted to meet them and see if they liked him, and if they didn't, that he didn't want to waste my time anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he actually met Grayson a little earlier than I had wanted him to, because I had a flat tire, and I told him what was going on, and he came down and changed it, and then Grayson got to meet him, and he was just kind of wowed, and you know, just really hit it off. And then he actually officially met them both. It wasn't that later that night, was it? It was later that night. Yeah, it's the day he was supposed to meet them. And he came over that night.
Birthday.
Yeah, what? Not birthday.
Birthday weekend.
Yeah. So he came over and we had dinner, and he got to meet both of them, and they just loved him, and they have loved him ever since. It's wild. It feels like this is the way it's always supposed to have been. Do you both work out together? No, I've been trying to get this guy to come to CrossFit with me.
I'm a standard bodybuilding format workout person. I'm not into the CrossFit, but I'll try it at least once.
He should. What was the first few messages you sent each other? Oh, I wish we would have like saved this from our Bumble.
We deleted our Bumbles.
We did, so we didn't save anything. I think that on Bumble you have like a 24-hour window to, as a woman, as a female, to respond to the dude you match with, and I almost didn't make it.
Yep, you were a few minutes shy of losing me.
And I was like, hey, I know my first thing I ever said to him was, how's deployment going? So, I mean, obviously, as a former military wife to two military men, I can't talk, I knew all about that. So, just asking him how it was. So, but then he was kind of flirty. You said I was flirting with the window?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what else you said.
I don't remember. A lot of good mornings.
Has your ex-husband met your new BF? Yes, he has. So, they met at Everly's ballet practice and recital. Where did you meet? We met on Bumble, which is, I guess that's a place.
Yeah.
But we officially met at my house because I was planting flowers, and I was like, hey, you want to come over?
I strolled up in my jorts.
Yeah. As a single parent who's dating, how do you feel about parenting styles? Well, I've dated a guy who was a parent, and well, a couple, I guess. And then I dated him. He doesn't have any kids, so I don't know his parenting style yet because we don't have one together, and he doesn't have one. So, I know that the one guy that I really dated that had a child, it was hard because I felt like he was harder on his kids than I was on mine. And I can see where dating someone with a child is very hard when you have a child. And to be honest, and it sounds really hypocritical, but like honestly, dating someone without a child has been a lot easier for me because that's something I don't really have to worry about. Like we can come up with our own parenting styles together versus having to deal with someone who's already set in their ways. Therefore, you tend to clash when it's already like that. So it's nice to have someone who doesn't have kids. So there, I said it.
It does take a lot for a person that doesn't have kids, though, to decide to take that on. I know a lot of men typically stay away from that, but I am a very nurturing person at heart. I absolutely adore kids, and I would say for the greater part of my adult life after joining the military, I've always wanted a kid, but luckily haven't had one, and I mean that in the purest form of that. But just definitely wasn't my time when I was trying, and thank God for all of that. But yeah, I can't wait to eventually have one or a few.
Says, will you do a photo shoot? And this is really funny because the first guy that I dated after my ex-husband, we did a photo shoot because my friend Jennifer G Photography, which she's awesome, was like, hey, I need a couple to just do some mock like engagement photos for free. And we're like, yeah. So I shared those, and then me and the second guy, we did some photos for fun. So we actually don't have a professional photo shoot planned. I can't believe it. I guess that means you're the one because I don't play one yet.
I mean,
Eventually, I would love some, but honestly, I have so much going on right now that just hasn't been like my priority. How did you guys meet? How did you find love in a hopeless place? COVID. Of course, we already answered that. We met on Bumble, but I don't know. I felt like I wasn't gonna find the one. And to be honest, I had reached a point where I was happy being alone, which is for the first time ever. And
I think that right there answers the question. We were both happy alone.
probably.
I was deployed. COVID was happening.
And even when we met on Bumble, I didn't think he was the one because he was in the military. And I told myself, no military guys. I even, like, after we met, I changed my profile to say, like, my about me to say, if you're military, don't swipe right because I didn't want that. I didn't want that. But apparently that's just destined. That's what I'm destined for. Oh, someone said, I'm excited for the YouTube on this. Do you plan to move in together soon?
I'm not sure about that one. I enjoy hanging out with my brother Roach. I do think that there is definitely times needed to where we both need our space. Not necessarily a bad thing because we are always together. Definitely don't want to move too soon because in my past relationships, that's exactly what I done. I moved in or moved to the next step way too fast, and we have been on a turbo speed rocket to the love moon. But but it is on the horizon. I know that it's approaching, but
we're just enjoying where we're at right now.
absolutely.
So
with the kids, I'm always over here.
So I
Without
want
the
to
kids,
focus on them because I mean this is only going to happen once, like where I'm just with them. So I'm not saying I'm happy being a single mom or not, but I am enjoying the special times I have with them because they do still sleep in my bed. They still co-sleep with me. I love it. I get to snuggle with them, but they're gonna have to move on out, and you know, there will be new chapters in my life coming up, and I'm just trying to enjoy it right now before it's gone. So,
another how did you meet? Bumble.
yeah. How did you meet Bumble? Okay, do you guys work out together? Before I answer that. No, we should. He's asked me to come a few times, but I didn't have my shoes. Like on the weeks I stayed with him, I probably should just leave a pair of shoes at his house anyway. Do we plan on having kids together?
Well, again, that's on the horizon. I do know that much. I'm definitely not opposed to the idea. Well, I guess this is personal. We're not doing anything to avoid it.
Yeah, I got off birth control because it was driving me nuts, and I've been on it for a while, and I'm also 32 and counting, and I do want more.
Same. I'm
So-
30 and counting.
Oh, 30's so young.
But I guess we can get personal with them.
Okay.
I have not really been diagnosed, but I have been told that I don't produce enough to test for fertility. So that's not really a concern of mine to have an accident pregnancy. But if it happens, it happens. It's another God's miracle or miracle child.
I'm not against it. I mean, the kids have been asking me when we're gonna have another one. Everly wants a sister, Grayson wants a brother, and to be honest, I would love at least one or two more before we get into the danger zone, I guess, of pregnancy or when I'm a geriatric pregnant patient, which is 35 years old. That is literally when you're 35 or over, like it's a geriatric pregnancy, which sounds really ancient, but. You know, I have a good feeling about this one, and I'm not against it. So judge me if you want. I am ready for it. So, yeah, we'll see. What's the best part of your relationship and the worst? What's the best part?
So the best part is what I see in Sia, or what I experience with Sia, is the fact that I can honestly be happy. Upon taking her to Kentucky, where I'm from, all of my friends and family told me that this is the happiest they've ever seen me, and that's within the past 10 years. Again, dating a narcissist, married to a narcissist, it was hard to actually be happy, to break free of that. And I'm a normal, happy, very relaxed guy, and I was on edge when I was around my ex and whatnot. But moving past that, I can be myself and not walk on shelves with Sia, and I don't really have to worry about what she's going to wake up like the next day. I absolutely love Sia. She has been awesome to me. She's introduced me to an amazing set of kids, and just everything about her just is amazing.
Are you about to cry?
The worst part.
The worst part. Oh my gosh, you want to hear this?
I don't really know if there obviously is a worst part, but probably my lack of being able to communicate effectively sometimes.
What? I think you communicate great.
Well, I guess I do.
I think it's honestly like going from a week, like when I don't have the kids, the whole week I'm with him pretty much. And then when I do get the kids, we're not really together as much. So it's hard to go from that shift. Just like it's hard for me as like a single mom who has her kids 50-50, having the kids one week and then having them none the next. So it's like really devastating, and it's hard. It's a hard shift because as soon as you get used to each other, boom, things change the next week. So it's really hard to get on that.
So what's your favorite part of the
Pattern.
relationship?
How natural it seems.
That's true.
You're easy, and I mean that in the best way.
Ouch.
No. I mean that in the best way. Like, I just feel like you are my best friend, and at least one of them, and have a strong level of attraction for you, which I haven't had always in the past. Like, I've always had love in the past and guys who loved me, but I wasn't always like super attracted to them, like in at least healthy ways. So there wasn't always a balance, and I feel with you there's a balance. So yeah. Don't mean it. Matrimony on the horizon, maybe kids. So
That was just previously answered.
I didn't say anything about marriage.
Yeah, we did. Oh, moving in again. Another on the horizon. It is. It's on the horizon.
Moving in? It said matrimony.
That says moving in somewhere.
Yeah, but
Plan to move in together.
but
soon.
marriage. I guess it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
that would be the same thing. I'm not gonna marry you and live in my house. That would be weird.
I'm with you, yes. You're right. Okay. Where's your boyfriend get his good looks from? That's your mom.
That's my mom. Thanks, Mom.
Right, Miss Mama. Okay. Just got out of a toxic, and I mean toxic relationship. How do you ever trust again? Well, the thing about it is, I know that my ex, he cheated on me with escorts. If y'all read my blog, y'all know all about him. But I know that this person is not a narcissist. He's a good guy, and that's why it's so easy and natural to trust. Like with the ex that I'm referring to, You know, I was always wondering, who are you texting when you go into the bathroom to poop or whatever? Like, who are you talking to? Or if the nights I don't hang out with you, who are you talking to? Like, always had to worry, like, who he was with. And once you've been cheated on, I'm sorry, it's hard to trust. So I've been on both sides of that spectrum. I've been the bad guy when it comes to that. I've been the good guy or the victim, whatever. It's hard to trust again. So once that happens, you kind of just don't have anything anymore. But like I said, it's easy when you're with the right person. It's not easy when you're with the wrong person. So find the right person and everything will literally, I know it sounds cliche, it'll fall into place. It'll be easy to trust. I trust this guy with my life, myself, my kids, my home.
Find your happiness first.
Yes.
Don't rush into another relationship without actually being happy alone. And that takes a lot.
That was a hard pill for me to swallow because I feel like I kind of used relationships to, like, especially after my divorce, to kind of numb the pain of the divorce and the changes and not seeing my kids every week. And I wanted the next guy to be the one because I wanted my fairy tale ending, you know, but it's not a fairy tale. It's not going to end that way. It's just whatever that works for you and the person that you're with. You have to work together. So, and you cannot make a happy or fairy tale ending with a narcissist. It will never be. So move on. You'll find someone better. I promise. I did you up.
Do not go back.
Yeah, don't go back. I went back so many times.
Same. 10
Sister,
years.
run. Okay, mine was one, but sister, run the opposite way. Okay. What do you love most about each other?
You start on this one. I started on the last
Like, you're
one.
always there. Like, I'm not saying that, like it's not even something that I take for granted. Like, you're always there. Like, whenever I need you, I mean, like through text, a phone call, in person. When I need something fixed around this house, like my doorknob this morning, my son broke my door handle. I don't even know why he did that. He broke my door handle off my front door. He fixed it. I had my safe that had my passports in it that we need for a future trip. What?
Fix that. I broke it.
Oh, trip. No, okay. So, he broke my safe. But he got our passports out, so we have to go to a trip soon, which I'm very excited about. High five. We need that. But he's always there. He's always willing to help. He's always willing to take the kids outside and play with them when I need work done. Like, he is just always thinking of me and the kids. Like, not just me. Like, you know, I dated that guy or guys in the past that would just think of just me, and they wouldn't include like my family, like as a whole. Like, you know, they'd maybe think of my kids as baggage, but you know, it's a package deal, and he knew exactly what he was getting himself into. So he embraces it, and that's what I love about him. So it's your turn.
So I would say one of the most, I mean, this is what do you love most about one another? I'm a family man. I love the fact that she can love my loved ones the way that I do. My past, I was with people that were unable to do that. And although that's the narcissism in it, trying to solo you out and
Isolate
pull you away.
from the ones that you love and your friends, your family. They do that.
Absolutely. But this one, she has accepted my mom as her mom. She's accepted my dad, as hard as he is to deal with sometimes, as her own dad. And the trip to Kentucky, I've been getting I got text messages for a week or two. We love her, keep her, she's awesome. And just the way that she can love, the amount of love that comes from her is overwhelming. And it's a good thing. It's perfect. Like she said, it's natural.
How did Scotty take to your children at first? He is so loving to them.
I absolutely love
You
them.
did great. Like, sometimes I've had to not complain, but like say, Scotty, hey, what about me? He's always taking them outside to play with the skateboard or jump on the trampoline or watching movies or just playing with them like that. Like, it's really honestly not a big deal at all. It's great. The fact that he's always playing with them, because they need that and they love that, and that speaks volumes to me more than anything. So yeah, everything that we do on the weeks that I have my kids are revolved around them, and he's 100% there wanting to do that. So
I loved them. I instantly, as soon as they both hugged me, I knew that
And they said, I love you. I
yeah,
remember the first
it
time they
was-
said, I love you. I think it was Grayson that said, I love you
Mhm.
first. Now they both say, I love you, Scotty.
And now Everly's calling me her bonus dad. It's perfect. It's amazing.
How and when do you feel, or did you feel comfortable enough to start dating again? I mean, I had kind of already started dating, like, as soon as, like, me and my ex-husband, like, you know, filed for divorce or separated. Honestly, just got your pace. Like, whenever I chose to kind of be single for a while and not really give a damn about trying to find a relationship, I was still going on dates. I wasn't serious. I was just kind of like playing the field and seeing what's out there. So I think that's kind of like a thing that you have to decide for yourself. I can't tell you when to feel comfortable. Just go on a date. If you don't like it, then chill out for a little bit. If you do, then
Mhm.
you know, go on mini dates. That's something that I've never really done. Like, don't just like throw or put all your eggs in one basket. Is that what I
Yep.
say? Yeah, just go on mini dates and see what you like and what you don't like. And someone gave me a really good tip, and it's to date outside your usual type. Even though I didn't follow that because I obviously have a record with military guys. Because I was born as a military brat. I was born at a military base. That's just what I'm destined to be with, I think. Also, this is a large military populated area, so it's hard to find someone that's not military. But someone gave me a good bit of advice, which is to date outside of your usual type. So yeah, try it. Date everyone. Like, I mean, not have sex with everyone, but
Don't do
date
that.
everyone
Please don't do
and
that.
just have fun and don't take it seriously until things click. And I didn't until I met him and actually had a conversation with the man. So
Also, again, finding yourself being happy alone. That's a
Mhm.
big key.
I swear, the month before we met in person, I made a post in April on Instagram about being happy by myself because I was to the point where I was like, I'm not gonna find the one. Everyone on this dating app sucks. I'm okay with dying alone. I know that sounds morbid. I was like, I got my kids, I got myself, I got my business, I got my pets. I'm good. When is your anniversary? I mean, he officially asked me, I guess, to be his girlfriend on May the 6th.
Good.
So I guess that would be our dating anniversary. How old is your boyfriend? He's 30.
30. May
He's young,
23rd, 91.
Robbing the cradle by 2 years. Do you want more kids? Because those would be some cute babies. Yes, we do. We want at least a couple of them, I think. At
I've
least one.
Definitely always wanted
One or
at least
two.
one,
So
but
we're definitely kind of ready. So I think, are you ready?
if it happens, it happens.
I'm ready. We'll see. Okay. Any wedding plans?
That again, that's on the horizon.
Oh yeah, that's it. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I guess that is all the questions that we have. If there's any additional questions that you have, obviously you can feel free to comment below and ask them. We'll be sure to answer. Hope you enjoyed getting to know Scotty
me.
more intimately than the pictures I post on Instagram. So he's a great guy. Really happy. Seems to be going in the right direction for the first time in forever. Sorry.
Mhm.
It's a Frozen song.
I don't.
Yeah, okay. You didn't have to before me, so.
No.
Okay, we'll have to watch Frozen tonight.
Sure.
Okay. Y'all have a great week and be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.